Hello, my name is Harry Evans and I work for LLyr Evans Environmental, and we've been commissioned to conduct a review of Extown NHS Trust carbon footprint. Extown NHS Trust employ over 700 people and it serves over 30,000 site-based patients a year. It currently produces over 3,774.5 tonnes of carbon dioxide per annum. The target is a 10% reduction in carbon emissions by 2015. As you can see from the slide, the bulk of the Trust's carbon footprint is made up from electricity and natural gas usage, which makes up about 70% of the footprint. A further 24% is made up from commuting, whilst patient travel, waste, water and business transport make up the other 5% or so. The implication here is that you have to concentrate on the major emissions to reach your target. It's pointless spending time trying to cut emissions from water and waste and business transport when the savings would be negligible. It's therefore important to look at areas such as electricity and gas usage. Commuting is notoriously difficult to reduce, given that people like to travel in their cars, and changes to people's travelling can't be done in isolation. If you consider Copenhagen, for example, one of Europe's most cycle-friendly cities, to achieve their 36% bike usage in urban areas has taken 40 years of concerted bike-centred planning from the early 1970s onwards. To implement a carbon management plan, the Carbon Trust have developed a 5-step plan. Step 1 is to mobilise the organisation. Step 2, set baseline, forecasts and targets. Step 3, identify and quantify actions. Step 4, finalise strategy and implementation plan. And the 5th step is implement plan. Arguably, Extown NHS Trust are at step 2 or 3. We've set the baseline, we've got the forecast and targets. What we're doing now is trying to identify and quantify actions. As I said earlier, we need to prioritise and concentrate on gas and electricity consumption. We can recommend that the Trust invest in a combined heat and power plant. The heat and power plant basically burns a fuel to produce electricity, and the heat is used as a byproduct to heat space, water, or for refrigeration. Secondary, we think that the Trust should invest in solar energy. Solar energy is very cost effective. It produces carbon-free electricity, and even with the reduced feed-in tariff of today, the plant generally managed to have a payback period of around 8 years. Thirdly, the Trust should develop a planned maintenance programme coupled with a monitoring programme, because monitoring is very important. You can't measure what you don't monitor. And finally, it should incentivise greener transport mode for their staff. Finally, the plan should include everybody. it should allocate energy champions to communicate the savings that the trust has managed to make. If everybody involved, you will get excellent spin-offs, and people may become greener. Thank you. Any questions?